But looking at a positive note, at least we ended the evening, or I ended the evening knowing it was over. Like, even though I had just invested everything I had the last couple of months into this, and I just moved my whole life to another state, like, at least I recognized she doesn't love me. She couldn't fake it anymore. And she just let loose. And that video represents a woman that doesn't care anymore. That's for sure. But that was an extremely difficult thing for me to get through my head. And so what happens to the brain after narcissistic abuse is a good question. And as a psychologist and I kind of fancy myself a neurologist too. I'm very a scientist of the brain. Ready? So cognitive problems start happening. After narcissistic abuse, it becomes difficult for you to concentrate on everyday tasks, such as completing work or even just watching TV. Memories of traumatic events are known to interfere with concentration and focus, and you may experience memory loss, especially short-term memory loss. That's what happened Christmas morning. She viciously abused me, and if I hadn't videotaped it and watched it again, I would still be there. Absolutely. If I hadn't videotaped it and then watched it again, I would still be there. It was only because I watched it again and my short-term memory said, what is happening? It's wild. It's just fucking wild to me. But at the end of the film, right, the last clip before the Dr. Grande clip, it says she explains what her real problem is. She explains that after 8 years of marriage, she's not attracted to me anymore, and she wants another man. She's thirsty, as the kids would say these days. She's horny for other men, and she lets me know every day in extremely disrespectful ways. Like, if I did that to her, if I was going up to her every day saying, "Oh, Shayla, I can't wait to go fuck other young women," she would have me arrested or some shit. Like, but yet she can tell me every day that all kinds of men are checking her out and she wants them, and I'm not satisfying her. It's really fucked up what she did to me, because she knew she was going to do this to me. But at least she made it super clear that she wants another man. So that's officially the end of the marriage. Like, she doesn't get to keep me as a victim and want other men. Like, I've got some boundaries. I got some dignity. But I love how she just blows everything completely out of proportion, totally exaggerating everything, and then escalates the bullshit about the kid getting harmed to the exact same thing. She has 3 sons that are now adults that were apparently raped by a family member. This is like 20 years ago. How that's relevant to 2023 Christmas, it's not. But she managed to bring it in and make me the exact same thing as whoever that was that raped her sons. Which, it's just such a perfect example of narcissistic abuse. It's just outrageous comparisons, taking things to the extreme, scaring the fuck out of me. Like, I didn't know it was that bad. But it's not that bad. She's gaslighting me. She's fooling me. And I bought it for years. What the fuck is wrong with me? So, at least after this video, I have super clear evidence that she's the abusive one. Like, I wouldn't dare treat her like that in front of the kids. But yeah, she can scream and belittle me, and the poor kids are just trying to open presents and... So how do narcissists punish their victims? Here are 9 ways that narcissists control and punish their victims. Super quick. Ready? Narcissists punish their victims in various ways. Okay? Such as withholding affection, withholding communication and information, all as means to gain control and keep an edge. Narcissists lash out. They lash out by withholding information, making life uncooperative, and throwing temper tantrums like a child, which is exactly what she did. Intimidation is a main tool of narcissists, and as you can see throughout the whole video, she's intimidating me. Narcissistic abuse may involve aggressive, intimidating behavior, bullying or manipulation, volatile behavior. People may feel as though they're walking on eggshells around someone with narcissism, and the abuser may have irrational and unpredictable responses that may be aggressive or abusive. In one 10-minute film, I captured it all. And I'm sad that I had to spend 8 years to get 10 minutes of footage to recognize it. But that's how important this 10 minutes of footage is. So the cluster B personalities are marked by inappropriate, volatile, emotional, and unpredictable behavior. Now there's 4 major disorders in cluster B of the DSM, the Diagnostical Statistical Manual of Mental Illness, and they are antisocial personality disorder. That one's real bad. Those are like psychopaths. Borderline personality disorder. They also may be psychopaths and sociopaths. Histrionic personality disorder. That one's complicated. I'll make a whole video on that one. And then narcissistic personality disorder. How the hell did I end up with somebody with that? Like, if she was an alcoholic, we would just send her to rehab. If she had any other problem, we could get her help with it. But there's no help. If she wants another man, the marriage is over. And that's just really hard to swallow. And, alright, so that's, I think, enough for my commentary on the comments of the Coon Christmas Fight 2023 psychological analysis. This is only part 1, people. I'm going to be breaking that 10-minute footage down into probably 20 parts, where I want to analyze 30 seconds of it at a time. Maybe up to like 5 minutes per 30 seconds of analysis or something. It's going to be long. It's going to be really long. But the core film, the first 10 minutes, with the footage and the text messages and the Dr. Grande intro and extra, I think it's a work of art, and I hope that somebody gets some value out of it. I hope somebody learns something from it. At the very least, I learned from it, and that's why I made it. So, even after all of this, I'm still a Christian, and I still praise God. I'm a little bit pissed at God, but for doing this to me, for giving me a woman that said she was a Christian, and she's not. So, but that's also a subject for another video. God bless you. Thank you for listening. Peace.